Somewhere inside of you, right now, there is a person you've always known you could be. Not the version of you that shows up when things are going well. Not the version you put on for other people. I mean the real one. The one that wakes up with a clear head, moves through the day with real purpose, builds things that actually matter, and refuses to keep shrinking down to fit into a life that was never big enough for them. You know that person. You felt them before. Maybe just for a moment, in one of those rare days when everything lined up and something inside you whispered, "This is it. This is who I'm supposed to be." And then the day ended, and you went back to normal. I'm here today, on Rise with Purpose, to ask you one simple thing. Stop going back. Be that person. Not one day. Not when you finally feel ready. Not when life settles down and gives you permission. Now. Because I'll be real with you, tomorrow is not coming to save you. Every single day you wait, the distance between who you are and who you know you could be gets a little wider, and a little wider, and a little wider. We're closing that gap today. Let's go. Here's what I've noticed about most people, and I say this with respect because I think it applies to almost all of us at some point. Most people actually know exactly who they want to be. That's not the hard part. The hard part is the space between knowing and actually doing something about it. You know you should be up earlier. You know there are habits pulling you down that have no business being in your life. You know you've been spending your best hours on things that will never move your life forward. You know all of this already. So why hasn't it changed? Because knowledge without a decision is just information sitting in your head doing nothing. And what separates the people who actually change their lives from the people who just think about changing them is not talent, not timing, not even opportunity. It's a decision. A clear, firm, this time I mean it decision. And here's the part that hurts a little to hear. Every day you push that decision to tomorrow, you're not pausing. You're going backwards. The world doesn't stop while you get ready. Time doesn't slow down while you build up the courage. It just keeps moving. And every day you spend on autopilot is another day lived as the old version of you, not the one you're trying to become. Tomorrow has been your answer long enough. Let today be different. Let me talk about motivation for a second, because I think most people have this completely backwards. The story most people tell themselves goes like this. When I feel motivated, I'll start. When the energy is right, when the mood shows up, when everything feels aligned. But here's what nobody tells you straight. Motivation is not what gets you started. Motivation is what you feel after you've already started. That's how it actually works. You don't wait to feel like it and then move. You move, and then the feeling catches up. The action comes first. The motivation follows behind it. So the person you're trying to become, the disciplined one, the focused one, they're not waking up every morning overflowing with energy and passion. Some mornings they're tired too. Some days they don't feel like it either. The difference is they stop making how they feel the deciding factor. They just go, and the feeling builds in the going. So wherever you are right now, whatever you've been waiting to feel, before you start, stop waiting. Take one step toward who you're trying to become today. Before you feel ready, I promise you, the feeling will follow. It always does. Now I want to say something that might be uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. The version of you that you've been imagining, the one with their life together, the one you respect when you picture them, that person deals with hard things too. They just stop using hardness as a reason to quit. Most of us, when something gets difficult, we ease off. We find a reason to slow down. We tell ourselves the timing isn't right, or we need to think about it more, or we'll come back to it later. And honestly, it sounds reasonable in the moment. But what we're really saying is this: it's hard, and I'm choosing comfort instead. And there's nothing wrong with comfort on its own. Comfort is nice, but comfort has never built a strong body. It's never built a real business. It's never produced the version of a person's life that they're actually proud of. The person you want to be made peace with doing hard things before they felt ready. They stopped waiting for easy and started walking straight into difficult because they figured out something important. That's exactly where growth lives. On the other side of the thing you were about to avoid. Start now. Even if it's hard, especially if it's hard. I want to be direct with you about something now. Tomorrow is a very comfortable place to live. I know, because most of us have been living there for a long time. Tomorrow I'll get serious. Tomorrow I'll start the routine. Tomorrow, when things are less busy, when I have more money, more confidence, more clarity, more of whatever it is that I keep telling myself I need before I can begin. Can I ask you something honest? How many tomorrows have you already been through saying exactly that? How many Monday mornings have you started with a promise, only to find yourself back in the same old patterns by Wednesday afternoon? How many times have you felt exactly this feeling, that pull inside you, saying something needs to change and then let it fade without actually doing anything? That pattern costs you something, not just time. It costs you belief in yourself. Every time you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow and then don't, some part of you files that away. And slowly, quietly, you start trusting yourself a little less. Maybe you've been carrying something heavy for a while now, a dream that got buried, a version of yourself you stopped believing in because life got complicated, or people got loud, or you just got exhausted from trying. Maybe you've repeated the story so many times that it's too late, that you're too far behind, that it just isn't for you, that it started to feel like the truth. I want to look you in the eye through this screen and say it plainly. That story is not the truth. It's just the most comfortable lie you've learned to live with. You are still here. You are still watching. You are still searching. And that tells me something about you, that part of you has not given up. That quiet voice that knows more is possible, it's still in there, still waiting for you to take it seriously. So I'm speaking to that part of you right now. Get up, not as a metaphor, in your actual life, in your next decision, in the way you walk out of this day different from the way you walked into it. You were not put here to live small. You have something inside you the world genuinely needs. You have a story someone out there is waiting to hear. And the version of yourself that you keep catching glimpses of, the real one, they are waiting for you to stop postponing them. But none of that starts tomorrow. It starts now, this moment, this decision. Be that person, the one who shows up when it's hard, the one who doesn't negotiate with their own potential, the one who looks at their life and decides firmly and without apology that this is not as good as it gets. Be that person today, with your very next choice, because tomorrow will be late. Not because it won't come, but because right now, in this moment, you have something tomorrow can never give you. You have today. And today is where everything real begins. Before you go, I just want you to do one thing. Not a long list, not a whole plan. One thing. Open your notes right now and write down 3 words. 3 words that describe the person you've been putting off becoming, how they carry themselves, how they think, how they move through their day. Write it down, look at it, and make a decision that from this moment forward, you are becoming that person. Not the whole journey today, just the first step, just right now. This is what Rise with Purpose is here for. Every single week, real talk, real tools, real commitment to becoming who you were always supposed to be. If this video meant something to you today, hit subscribe, because we go deeper every week. And drop a comment below. Tell me in 3 words, who is the person you're committing to become starting today? I read every single one, every one, because your purpose was never an accident, your potential was never a mistake, and the person you've been waiting to become, they start now. Let's go.